Shark Nation, how you doing and welcome back, man. This is Ice G3 3000 to be exact. And listen, we are halfway through the season, man. Season 2, episode 6. And look, man, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Trust me, we're gonna be having a whole lot of fun here. So anyway, man, if we take a look at last week, if you haven't seen last week's episode, if you didn't see last week's game, you need to go watch that, okay? This was probably the game of the year, man. Final score ended up being 42-35, but listen, how we got there was absolutely insane. One of the guys we need to spotlight is Jared Glover, man. He came up big time, the big time senior, man. Baby Megatron definitely proved why he should be in the Heisman race, why he was in the Heisman race in the beginning of the year, and I see why he should be back in that top 5 list, man. 9 receptions, 202 yards, 2 touchdowns, coming in with a WX Sports Gear rating of a 99. The boy was balling, all right? And then also, man, we got to give a big time shout out to Shannon Troop, man. Had 1 tackle in this game, but it was the biggest tackle of the game. And it was actually a forced fumble, man, and the game-winning play. We had the strip sack at the end of the game, man, and then the scoop and score by Jamal Carter coming up with a big-time play, man, giving us the lead late in the game. 12 seconds left on the clock. I'm talking about Steph Curry late in the 4th, hitting from half court deep. So the Sharks walk away with another win on the road. It's back-to-back road wins, and you can't ask for much more than that. So now, man, if we take a look at the Shark Bait update, all the rage is about last week, and very well it should be. So anyway, man, if we go ahead and get into the article, they say the Blue Sharks were the clear favorite in last week's matchup, and it's safe to say the game did not go as anticipated. Notre Dame got out to a fast start behind the arm of one Riley Leonard. The standout quarterback seemingly had the Infinity Gauntlet on his right hand and snapped that mug. He led the Fighting Irish to a 28-7 lead at half. That's right, 28-7. It was looking bleak. But thankfully, man, the second half would tell a different story. The Sharks offense finally got on track and tied the game late. And then the comeback effort was capped off with an incredible strip sack by Troop that would be recovered by Carter and taken to the house. It wasn't pretty, but a win is a win. And after the game, man, we actually got a chance to catch up with Carter in a one-on-one interview. And they asked him, hey, what was going through your mind when you picked up that fumble late in the 4th? And he said, hey, once I seen the ball come free, it was just like tunnel vision. My instincts just took over. I don't care if it was Usain Bolt. Nobody was catching me. And I'm really like that for real. So listen, man, we love the confidence from the freshman. But now, man, it is time to lock in and get ready for this week's matchup in the Arizona Wildcats. And look, man, if you've been watching for a while and you remember last year, this was a heartbreaker game. It was dark times, man. We were on a 2-game losing streak and really needed to win. And we ended up dropping this game on the road as well in a heartbreaking game that went to double overtime, man. It was a heavyweight matchup, honestly. Like, we would score, they would score. We would score, they would score. But ultimately, man, they ended up getting the final say and winning the game in double overtime, man. Heartbreaker. So you can definitely believe we had this game circled and we've been waiting for our revenge. So this is going to be a big-time game, man. We are back for blood, and we got to win this game for the sake of Seattle, man. We definitely want to make a statement in this game to let the nation know, yeah, we dropped last year's game. So it wasn't a good look for us, but this year is totally different. It's a whole new chapter. So we are definitely ready for that game, man. But before we get to the action, we got to go ahead and catch up a little bit with the Sharks program and see how we're looking. So we'll go ahead and take a look at top 25 polls, man. We see the Florida Gators actually sitting at number 1 with USC behind them, followed by Iowa, who moved up a spot, Miami, Texas, Michigan, Texas A&M, LSU, Florida State, Virginia Tech, Boise State, Georgia, Ohio State, NC State, and then finally we get to Seattle. So it looks like we moved up 2 spots, sitting at that 15 spot, man. Hey, I am not mad at that at all. In season 2, this is a big step, man. Number 15 in the nation. Come on now. Got to give it up for the boys, man. And we are looking really good right now. Definitely hitting our stride, getting to the middle of the season. So now we're going to head and transition to the Heisman watch, where we're keeping our fingers crossed and hopefully we can see Baby Megatron on that list. But unfortunately, we do not. And it's kind of looking bleak, man. I don't know if we'll ever get him back in that top 5, but hey, we'll keep trying. Just keep putting big performances together as we look at the players of the week, and we don't have anyone there. But as we get to the conference standings, we get a little bit of a spotlight. We get Baby Megatron, maybe not in the Heisman, but hey, recognition is recognition. Speaking of recognition, man, we are at number 2 in the conference for some reason against a 1-loss team in Oregon State, also ranked number 24. I don't know what's going on there, but it doesn't matter because Shark Nation, is game time. So let's go ahead and lock in and get ready for this game, man.
Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. The fans have dressed in layers, and we'll see some cold temps for the Arizona Wildcats and the home team. Halfway through the season, and the race in the Pac-10 is heating up. And here comes the home team. The Wildcats don't seem to match up too well in this one. Kirk, I'm not sure I like their chances very much.
The home team needs to look no further than their quarterback to figure out what holds his team together. His ability to read the defense and take what they give him is the reason they'll win this football game. He's a smart young man.
You know me. I decided my pick a couple of days ago. I really believe that these guys are going to do it.
All right, we've heard Lee Corso's pick. Now let's take it down to the field for the action about to begin. Here's the coin toss.
All right, man, we have waited, and it's finally that time, man. Getting down to the field, going down to the coin toss as we see our team captains, man, Shannon Troop, Jared Glover, calling the coin toss. And it looks like we won the toss, and we are going to receive this one. As you can see, man, staring right in the face of our opponents at the 50-yard line, man, ready to get this game kicked off as Arizona lines up the kick. And the kick is off. This game is underway. And we got Justin Credible standing in his own end zone. And he's going to decide to take this one out. And is going to get to the 15 and finally get tackled down. And so here we go, man. This is a game we have circled on our calendar. And this guy right here, Joe Lovelady, is going to have a big game. We really want to see a big performance out of him. We kind of really want to make this a statement game if we can, but you never know. So anyway, man, we're going to see Tay Ray take the handoff to left-hand side and get a couple yards right there and then finally get tackled down. So it's now 2nd and 8, ball on the 18, man. And these Sharks are looking to try to go down and score real quick. Like I said, we want to try to make a statement in this game. We are the number 15 team in the nation. This is an unranked team. As we see, Tay Ray is going to get another handoff for another couple of yards right there. And so here we go, man. Quickly, we get to our first third down in the game. As you can see, right now, we're ranked first in the nation for third down conversion. So it's 3rd and 6, ball on the 20. We got Lovelady lined up in shotgun. He's looking for Glover on the left-hand side. He finds him, and it does look like that's going to be enough for a first down. So that's what we want to see right there. I know we say it every week, but if we can get the big guy, Baby Megatron, involved early, that's always going to be a good sign for the Sharks offense. So here we go, man. Sharks are going to stay in shotgun as we go with a play action array as Lovelady scrambles off to the right, and he's going to look for Higgins on the right-hand side, who comes up with a catch. A nice little scrambling throw right there from Lovelady, finding the connection with Higgins, who had a pretty big game last week as well. Didn't get as much recognition, but definitely want to shout out Higgins too, man. So that's going to be a 6-yard gain right there, and it's now 2nd and 4, ball on the 33. And we got Tay Ray in the backfield again. He's going to get the handoff and bounce it out to the right-hand side. Try to make a move on the cornerback, but couldn't shake him. And so he's going to get brought down. And after that carry, man, it's going to be 3rd and 3. Ball's now on the 34. About 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go as we see Rush gets his first carry of the game. Try to go to right up the gut, but couldn't quite get enough right there. So this is going to be 4th and 3 on our own 34, and we're going to go for it as we see Tay Ray come back in the game. Love that he's dropping back the pass. He's drifting off to his left. He's looking for a receiver over the top. And he has a little bit of time. He's looking for Jackson, but that one was severely underthrown right there. Batted down, thankfully, and that's going to be a turnover on downs on the 34, man. So now we get a chance to look at Arizona's quarterback, Noah Fifita, 5'10", 198 quarterback. Man, this guy's agile. He's definitely a big-time playmaker, so we want to watch out for him. As they go with a handoff on the first play of the game, but Carter is right there to come away with a tackle for loss, man. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 now, ball on the 35. And you can see, man, the numbers tell it all. We have got a dangerous defense on our hands, man. Ranked number 1 in the nation right now. And we're definitely showing that. So 2nd and 11. And they're going to go with a play action as Fifita is rolling off to his right. He's looking for his tight end, Davis, who comes down with a catch. But Diaz is right there to make that tackle. Rodriguez Diaz, man, is having a really good freshman season. Definitely holding his own over there on that right-hand side. But anyway, man, it's now 3rd and 7. Ball on the 31 as we see Fifita in shotgun. So here we go. The Sharks looking for a stop as Fifita drops back. He's got a whole lot of time looking on the left-hand side. He makes a connection to Jackson, who hurdles strong, breaks one tackle, and then finally is brought down by Edwards on the 10-yard line. And so that was a nice play right there. As Strong just went for the swat instead of the short tackle, man, and it will allow Jackson to kind of get a little bit of yards after the catch, getting all the way down to the 10-yard line. So it's now 1st and 10. Ball on the 10, man. The Wildcats is knocking on the door after a turnover on downs from the Sharks as we see Fifita go play action. He's looking in the end zone, and he was definitely thankful that that one wasn't intercepted, as there was probably like 4, 5, 6 Sharks back there. Would have loved to see one of them come away with that interception, but hey, we'll take a play made on that pass, incomplete pass. So anyway, man, it's going to be 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 10-yard line. 1 minute and 39 seconds to go in this first quarter. And right now, this is looking like the Arizona team of last year that definitely came out and surprised the Sharks, man. So anyway, they're going to go with a handoff to Conley right up the middle, who gets a nice gain of about 5 right there. And Conley is going to take the Wildcats all the way down to the 5-yard line. So it's now 3rd and 5. And you can see Fifita is now in the zone as he drops back. He's looking for a receiver on the left-hand side, but States is right there. He tipped the ball up in the air and almost was able to focus and get that interception, but couldn't quite make the catch. But anyway, that right there was still a great play by LB Stakes, man. Big-time cornerback, big-time freshman. And that's going to result in a 22-yard field goal attempt, which the kick is up and the kick is good, man. So Arizona is going to take the lead in this game in the first quarter, man, going up 3-0. And here we go, man. The Sharks going to go back on offense as it looks like Credible is going to be set to return this kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He gets past the 10, gets to the 20. And finally, he's going to get dragged down just past the 20. So that's where the Sharks are going to start their second drive on offense, man. Trying to see if we can do a little bit better than we did that first time. Resulted in a turnover on downs. Took a little bit of a risk and went for it on fourth down. But let's see if we can't do a little bit better here as we go with another handoff to Tay Ray on the left-hand side, who breaks one tackle and runs over the last defender, man, and gets a first down. So a nice gain right there. And this is something we definitely love to see, man. We want to see more of this. Get our running backs involved. We know we got two really good freshmen in Ray and Rush, man. Ray definitely has a lot of upside, and we probably need to get him more involved in these games, man. As we see, we're going to go play action this time, and Lovelady's running to his left. He's got a man wide open over the middle, and that's Gray, who comes down with a big reception right there. A huge chunk play, getting the Sharks all the way down to the 39. And speaking of freshmen, that's another freshman right there. Jalen Gray, big time, big guy, 6'7", making a nice catch right there. Moving those chains for the Sharks late in this first quarter, man. Ball on the 39 now. It's 1st and 10 as we see Rush in the backfield now. Here we go. Rush is going to take the handoff to the left-hand side. He's got Glover as the lead block out in front. He's got a whole lot of space. He gets down to the 20. Stiff arms a man, but then gets pushed out of bounds. But a nice run right there by Rush. And it's exactly what the Sharks needed. Trying to build some momentum on this second offensive drive, man. As we see, there's only 10 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter. Rush is going to get the handoff again. He's got a whole lot of green in front of him. He's going to get down to the 10. Picks up another first down, but then gets tackled right around the 8-yard line. So that right there, another really good run by the freshman running back Rush. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter, man, where the score is 3-0. The Sharks looking to go in and score a touchdown and at least get a field goal on the board, try to tie this game up. So here we go, man. Lovelady's going to drop back to pass. He's under all types of pressure. He was able to avoid one tackle, but couldn't avoid the other. Man is going to take a sack. Loss on the play right there. Going all the way back to the 18. So this is something that we've kind of seen from the Sharks offense here and there, man. We'll have a really good drive going, but then we'll make a couple mistakes, take a couple loss of downs on a few plays, and get behind the sticks. So anyway, man, here we're going to see Tay Ray take another handoff to the left-hand side and kind of muscle his way up for a few yards there. So now here's another third down. It's 3rd and goal now. Ball on the 14, so we got to try and go get in the end zone. So here we go, man. Lovelady's going to take the snap out of shotgun. He's got a little bit of time, but he's under pressure. He throws up for Jackson in the back of the end zone, and Jackson comes down with the catch. And that is a 14-yard touchdown right there for the Sharks, getting us on the board, man. Excellent throw and catch right there, finding the big-time freshman in the back of the end zone. Lovelady just putting the ball where only Jackson can go get it. Went up top and came down with that catch and came down with points for the Sharks, man. That's definitely what we wanted to see after stalling out on that last drive on that 4th down. So we're looking at the extra point attempt. The kick is up, kick is good. And it is now 7-3 with 4 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in this second quarter. So here we go, man. This is a kind of a closer game than what we would have liked, but we'll take it, man. Points on the board. So now we're getting ready for the kickoff. Fenton's got it lined up, and this is going to be kicked off. And it looks like Breedlove will take this kick off back, get just past the 25 and get brought down. So the Wildcats are going to start with the ball on the 28. About 4 minutes left to go before halftime, man, and we see Conley take a handoff to the left-hand side. He's got a little bit of a seam, but Edwards was right there to make what was probably a touchdown-saving tackle right there, as Conley had all types of space on that left-hand side, man. Good tackle right there by Edwards. And shout out to Edwards, man, who's really been holding it down at that safety position, especially making that transition from running back last year, man. But anyway, we got to tighten it up a little bit in the run game, as Conley's having a pretty decent game, as we see him take another carry to the left-hand side. But this time, Edwards is not going to be able to get him, and there is nobody else who's going to catch Conley, and he's going to take this all the way to the end zone for a huge 55-yard touchdown, quickly putting the Wildcats back on top in this game. And we are starting to have flashbacks of last season. For whatever reason, man, Arizona just seems to have our number. We were able to go down and score, get the lead back, put points on the board, but then they come and fire right back with a big-time play from the running back Conley right there, man. And so, listen, we don't really want to have another dogfight on our hands. We just came out of one in the last game against Notre Dame. And I know you can say maybe we're a little bit fatigued, maybe we're tired, but that is no excuse, man. We're the number 15 team in the nation, and we got to show up a little bit. And we're at home, man. We got to protect home field. So anyway, here we go, man. Arizona lined up the kick, and we are going to get Credible set to receive this kickoff again. Let's see if he can do something with it as he gets down to the 15 and is tripped up. And so listen, man, here we go. Score is now 10-7, 3 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in the second quarter, man. Sharks have got to respond. And here we go, man. We're going to see Rush get a handoff and get brought down in the backfield as there was nowhere to go on that play right there. Wildcats all over that one. So it's now 2nd and 13, ball on the 12, man. The clock is ticking down, just about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. And we're going to see Lovelady drop back the pass. He is under pressure, but he's looking for Glover on the left-hand side. Glover is going to jump up and go top shelf and come away with a phenomenal catch at right about the 50 right there. So right now, it's looking like Glover might have the edge on that cornerback over there. We might want to exploit that a little bit more. Love to see that from the big guy right there. Baby Megatron at Baby Megatron's finest. As we see another handoff go to Tay Ray to the right-hand side. And Arizona's D-line is kind of tightening up right now as he could not find any space on that run either. But here we go, man. Ball now on the 50, 2nd and 10. And we're going to see Lovelady drop back the pass again. He's drifting to his right. He's looking for Gray down the field. But the cornerback had a bead on him right there. Made a nice play on the football. And so once again, man, the Sharks find themselves in another 3rd and long. Ball on the 50, man. Lovelady in shotgun and empty formation. He's going to take this snap. He's going to roll off to his left. He's run out of time. He's looking down the field, but he's going to find Goat on the 20. And Goat comes down with a catch. And right now, Joe Lovelady's trying to get into a little bit of a rhythm. I know it was incompletion on that last one, but this was a nice throw right here to yet another freshman, Billy Goat. And mind you, this guy right here used to be a quarterback, so he does have that good field sense. And knew Lovelady was in trouble. Made the adjustment and came down with a nice catch, getting the Sharks all the way down to the 18. And as that clock ticks, we are just under 2 minutes in this second quarter. So we're going to see Lovelady go shotgun again. Tay Ray to his right. This crowd is starting to get into it. We're going to go with a screen back to Goat. And Goat's going to find some space on the right-hand side. Try to make a move on that safety, but couldn't quite shake him free. So it's going to be 2nd and 9. A short gain of 1 on that screen right there. So we're now on the 17. We're going to go empty again. Lovelady's trying to make some adjustments at the line. Trying to get his guys in the right positions. You can see him drop back the pass. He's got some time. He's going to find Hummel over the middle, who looks like he might have got enough to get the first down, and he did. So it's now going to be 1st and goal after a nice catch by Hummel right there. The ball is all the way down on the 7-yard line. The score is 10-7. The Sharks looking to go down to score again, try to get the advantage before halftime. As we see a toss go to Tay Ray to the right-hand side, and it's going to be a fumble. And thankfully, Jackson was right there to recover that fumble after Tay Ray coughed it up, trying to give the game away. Thankfully, we recovered that football, man. It's going to be 2nd and goal now. Ball on the 11, and we see Rush get the handoff to the left-hand side. He has a little bit of space, and was able to get all the way down to the 2-yard line, where the Sharks are going to take our first timeout of the half. Try to regroup right here. It's going to be 3rd and goal, man. We are trying to punch this thing into the end zone and cap this drive off with 6 points. So we're going to go shotgun. Tay Ray to Lovelady's right. We're going to put Higgins in motion. Send him to the right-hand side as Lovelady is looking to his left. He was looking for Glover on that slant, not able to find him, so he's running to his right, scrambling now. He's going to find Glover on the 2-yard line, but he cannot shake free. And it's actually going to be a loss of 1 right there. So that's going to bring up 4th down, man. And I think we're just going to kind of settle for what we can get right here. We're going to call a timeout with 2 seconds left to go before halftime, and Fenton's going to line up the kick for a 20-yard field goal attempt. So here we go, looking to tie this ball game up before halftime, and Fenton's got the kick lined up. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And that is how we're going to end the first half, man. The score tied 10-10. And the Sharks trying to change the narrative of what happened last year, try to rewrite the history, but are struggling a little bit in this first half. So now, man, we're going to get a chance to get into the WX Sports Gear halftime report. So let's get into what we saw in this first half. So look, man, in this first half, the score is tied 10-10, and honestly, this game has not gone the way that the Sharks would have wanted it to go, man. We wanted to come out here on our home turf and make a statement, especially after last year's overtime loss. But so far, we've kind of come out stalled. And on the defensive side, we have not lived up to the billing, man. It's been all the talk about our defense being #1 in the nation, but we got guys running for 55-yard touchdowns. All that has to stop. But anyway, man, this halftime report is going to be short and sweet. But remember, this halftime report was brought to you by WX Sports Gear, where world-class athletes deserve world-class sports gear, the official partner of the Seattle Blue Sharks. So look, man, we're not going to do a whole lot of talking, but let's get right into this second half where Fenton's going to kick off to the Wildcats and try to get this thing back in shape as we see him kick out of bounds. But anyway, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Ball's going to be on the 35, and the Wildcats are looking to try and score and take the lead in this ball game. So, all right, man, we are back on the field for the second half as we see Fafita drive back the pass under all types of pressure, and Carter was right there in coverage. It looked like he might have been able to get a hand on it, but the pass was complete to Trot, who got the first down and then some. So a nice little pass and catch right there. Good throw from Fafita, just dropping it right over the coverage of the linebackers. And then Trot making that extra effort to, make that turn and get a few more yards. Getting all the way down to the 44, man. So that's how Arizona's going to start the second half with a nice play. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball on the 44, and we're going to see them come out in I formation with Conley in the backfield. Conley's already got a touchdown in this game, 55-yarder. So we're going to see Fafita drop back the pass. He's looking over the right-hand side to his receiver, but he's not able to make that connection as Rodriguez-Diaz was right there blanketing that receiver, had him locked up. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 44. And we see Conley still in the backfield as Fafita's trying to get in that zone, man, in the second half. And Conley's going to take the handoff to the left-hand side and get finally brought down by Troop after a nice gain of about 4 right there. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. Ball's on the 42, man, just over 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. And Fafita is looking to make an impact as they go with a handoff to Conley, who found a nice little lane. And then it's finally tackled down by Steve Strong. But during that play, man, we see an injury to Isaiah Tyler, one of our big-time D tackles, man. So we hope that it's just kind of a stinger, maybe twisted his wrist a little bit or something like that, but we'll find out more later. Hopefully he'll be able to get back into the action. But anyway, man, that was a nice run by Conley, and the Wildcats now have a first down. Ball on the 29, man, so they're starting to cook on this drive. Sharks defense need to tighten up a little bit. As Fafita's in shotgun, he's dropping back the pass, looking over the middle, but then it's Carter right there, who read that like a book, comes up with an interception, runs over Fafita to put the cherry on the top of that great play, and gets the Sharks the football back to begin this second half, man, is exactly what we needed. The Wildcats were starting to cook on that drive, but Carter quickly slammed the door right in their face. Read Fafita. He basically stared down his receiver, and Carter just made it look way too easy, and then gave him a little thank you gift on the way out, putting him on his back right there, letting him know that this is the real deal. He told you he was like that as he makes the big-time play right there, man. So the Sharks are going to start with the ball on the 41. And here we go, man. Lovelady in shotgun. He's going to look down the field. He's looking over the top to Jackson. Jackson's got a one-on-one matchup. Jackson might have a step on the defense, and Jackson's going to come down with a catch and score the touchdown. That's touchdown number 2. 7-11 Jackson always open. 59-yard touchdown pass right after the interception. And Joe Lovelady just dropped that thing right in the basket. Had all types of time, man. Shout out to the O-line. And Jackson right there just made the safety look stupid. Definitely couldn't keep up with him right there. And so that fast, man, the Sharks go on the board in this second half, and the score is now going to be 17-10 after the good kick by Fenton right there. So the Sharks are now holding all the momentum in this game, man. Had a big-time play on defense and then turned right around and made a big-time play on offense. So here we go, man. Trot is going to receive this kickoff. He's going to take it up to the right-hand side. He's going to get brought down at about the 30 right there. So it's going to start with the ball on the 33. And so Fafita and company are going to take the field. Fafita trying to bounce back after that interception he threw last possession. As they go play action, he's looking over top to his tight end, and Edwards gets a hand on it, and then it's intercepted by Jenkins after the tip ball, and Jenkins is still running past the 50 to the 45. And another big-time play by the #1 defense in the nation. And we told you, man, this defense is dangerous, and they are really tightening the screws in this second half, man. Jenkins right there, right place, right time. And we definitely want to give a shout out to Edwards on that one too, man. Played it perfectly, got a hand up on the ball, started the tip drill. Jenkins comes away with it, and then he does the rest of the work, man. Getting all the way down to the 45, man. You love to see it, man. This defense is looking good. Honestly, it's been the driving force for the Sharks for much of the season, man. But anyway, man, we're going to get the Sharks the football back on the 46 and see if we can't go down and score yet again as Joe Lovelady goes with a play action, and he's looking to the left-hand side for Glover, but he overthrows him right there. And so far in this game, I think we've seen Glover come down with maybe one reception, but Lovelady and Glover just not really able to get on the same page so far in this game. As we know, man, we got Glover's Heisman campaign going, trying to get him involved, but we're not going to force it. So anyway, man, it's going to be 2nd and 10, and we're going to see Tay Ray take the handoff and cut to the left, do a little spin move back to the inside, and then finally get tackled after a nice gain of 6 right there. So that's going to leave it at 3rd and 4, man. Ball's on the 40. About 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And then we finally get the news. We get an update on Isaiah Tyler. He's got a sprained elbow and will be out for 3 weeks. So that's going to hurt, man. That is definitely going to hurt. But anyway, we see Lovelady looking for Glover again on that left-hand side and almost threw it right to the Arizona cornerback. And so that is going to leave it at 4th down, man. We're just going to punt this thing away. A decent punt right there as Rodriguez-Diaz tried to pin that thing down inside the 10-yard line, but couldn't quite get a hand on it. So anyway, man, we're going to give the ball right back to Arizona after that big-time interception. And they're going to start on the 25 as Fafita is just trying to erase his memory from those 2 interceptions and hopefully bounce back, man. It's still a 1-touchdown game. And so here we go, man. We got Fafita dropping back the pass. He's serving the field. He's got a whole lot of time, and he's looking down the field to the left-hand side over Edwards, and Jackson's going to make the catch over Edwards, and Edwards finally is able to catch up to him with that speed, but not until they get all the way down on the 24, man. So Fafita, he's still fighting, still throwing punches, man. A nice throw and catch right there. And Jackson just able to really jump right over Edwards. He had the height advantage and definitely used it right there. So like I said, man, this is still a 1-score game, and that's a huge play. Getting the Wildcats all the way down to the 24, almost in the red zone, in striking distance. And Fafita looking to get back in that zone, man, as they go out and shotgun. Conley is off to his right. And he's surveying the field, looking to the left-hand side again. He's going to find Jackson once again. Jackson's going to come down with the catch and hurdle near the first down marker. Didn't quite get there as they mark him short. So it's going to be 2nd and inches, ball on the 14. And Fafita is now in that mode. His X factor is going crazy. And we're going to see them go with another play action. Conley, Fafita was under all types of pressure, still gets the throw off, and Davis comes down with the catch. And that's going to be a 1st down, getting all the way down to the 7. So you can see Fafita right there starting to heat up now on this drive and really making an impact for his team as they're now looking at 1st and goal, ball on the 7, about 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Shark Nation trying to get on their feet, make some noise, and help the defense out on this drive. As we see Fafita drop back again, it looks like they're going to go with a quick screen to the left, but that is shut down by Steve Strong and company, man. And Breedlove, the receiver, actually comes away with an injury on that play. It looks like some kind of ankle injury of some sort. And hey, we don't wish injuries on any player, but I'm just saying, when you play the Sharks defense, you better lace them up because we don't hit soft. Anyway, man, it's going to be 2nd and goal, ball on the 8. And here we go, man. We see the Wildcats line up in I form as they go play action. And Fafita barely gets the throw off, and he makes a connection to Trot in the back of the end zone. But thankfully, man, he was not able to get his feet down inbounds. And so that's going to result in a 3rd and goal. The Sharks defense catch a break right there as Fafita is out here throwing dots now. And so it's going to be 3rd and goal, ball on the 8, man. The Wildcats trying to go down and put some more points on the board as Fafita drops back to pass. Looking on the right-hand side, he finds Myers. But then Rodriguez-Diaz is right there to make sure he does not get in the end zone. And so they are going to settle for a field goal right here. 19-yard field goal attempt. About 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd. And the kick is up, and the kick is good, man. And so that's going to make it 17-13. It's a 4-point game, man. Sharks at home trying to hold off this nagging Arizona team, man. This is a team we've had trouble with since the jump. But right now we got the lead, and we got Goat, who's going to take this kickoff and cut out to the right-hand side, trying to find some space, but it's going to get tracked down inside the 20, man. So the Sharks are going to start with the ball on the 12 with just about 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. And so here we go, man. We see Lovelady and company come out to the field as Tate Ray's going to take the handoff and get to the outside and finally get brought down. Gets a nice gain of about 3 right there. And I would imagine we would just let this clock run down and take it into the fourth quarter with a 4-point lead. And that is exactly what we do. And the Sharks right now up 4 points against the Arizona Wildcats, man, at home, trying to hold on to this lead and walk away with a victory against this Arizona Wildcats team who had our number last season, man. So anyway, man, we're going to start the fourth quarter off with a run to rush on the left-hand side, but that was quickly shut down, man. It was actually a loss on that play, loss of 3. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 now as we get an update on Breedlove, the receiver for the Wildcats. Little sprain of the ankle. He will be back in this game. So good news for the Wildcats, bad news for the Sharks, as he is one of their X factors. But anyway, man, we're going to see Lovelady drop back to pass again. He's looking over the top for the big-time freshman receiver, Gray, and he comes down with the catch. Lovelady dropped that thing right in the bucket yet again. Pinpoint accuracy, man. And Gray was able to lock in and make the over-the-shoulder catch, man. He was double-teamed, but the guy is 6'7", and he's really just like that. Big-time freshman, man, been making plays for the Sharks all season and made another one right there. And so here we go, man. The Sharks get all the way down to the 43, and we love to see it, man. Lovelady is now in that mode. X Factor going crazy. And we're going to line up in shotgun with Tay Ray to Lovelady's right. And Lovelady's going to call audible. Doesn't like what he sees from the defense and making some adjustments. Here we go, man. Lovelady's going to take the snap. He's going to look over the field. He's going to throw over the middle to Glover. And Glover, yet again, not able to come down with the catch, man. So I'm not sure what's going on between Lovelady and Glover in this game, but they just can't quite seem to get on the same page. So after that incompletion, man, it's going to be 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 43. And we can see Lovelady's numbers for this game looking really good. Just can't make the connection with Glover, which is kind of weird. But anyway, man, here we go. We see Tay Ray to single back in the backfield. And he's going to go with a counter play. He's going to get to the left-hand side. He's going to make a man miss with a really nice move and then get all the way to that first down marker. And they do give him the first down. They give him a good spot. And that's a great run from the freshman Tay Ray, man. Show some good footwork, making a man miss on that one. And that's what we want to see late in this 4th quarter. Really want to establish the run game, try to take some of this clock down and try to wear down this Arizona Wildcats defense. And so here we go. We got another run with a rush to the left-hand side. Who's got a lane? Great block from Glover up top. And Rush gets all the way down to the 4. Big-time run by the backup. Rush right there. Just found a seam on the left-hand side. You can see Glover box his man completely out. Great block up the field, man, giving his running back some space to move around, and finally gets brought down at the 4. Another really good run right here by the Sharks offense. Let's see if they can cap this off with a touchdown, as we're going to go right back to Rush on that same side, but he's not going to be able to get into the end zone. Only picks up a couple right there. So it's going to be 2nd and goal. Ball on the 3, and that clock is still moving. That's exactly what we want to see, man. And so here we go. The Sharks knocking right on the door. And we're going to see Ray come back into this game. Maybe try to put the cherry on top of this drive, as he is a single back in the backfield. We're going to go with a pitch to Higgins on the reverse. And Higgins is trying to find some space, but he can't. And the Sharks right there tried to catch the Wildcats defense off guard with a little bit of trickeration, but it actually backfired, and we lose yards on that one right there. So it's now 3rd and goal. We're on the 7, and we need points from this one, man. This would be a devastating drive if we don't score. So we get Lovelady in shotgun, who's surveying the field. He's got a little bit of time. He's rolling to his left. He's looking for Higgins maybe, but he's just going to do it himself. He's going to scramble and get into the end zone. A rare scrambling touchdown from Joe Lovelady, LL Cool Joe, doing it on his own, man, putting the team on his back. And we love to see it, man. Our team captain was out there running around looking like Tom Brady. But, hey, man, we'll take it. It was good enough to get 6. And that's all we can ask for. He does get a flag on that play for excessive celebration. But, hey, when you barely get those types of touchdowns, you can do what you want in the end zone. I don't care. I don't think Coach Hughes is going to have a problem with that. But anyway, man, that is going to result in a longer extra point attempt for Fenton, who I already know is shaky at best, man. And this one is going to be up and to the left and no good. So looks like the excessive celebration actually came back to bite the Sharks, and we missed the extra point attempt. So it's now a 10-point game, man, 23-13. 2 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Sharks have what looks like control in this game, but you never know, man. So anyway, here we go. Fenton kicks off as Trot is set to receive. He's going to take it up and get to the 30, where he's finally brought down, man. So the Wildcats are running out of time in this game, down 2 scores, as Fafita takes the field, trying to get back to where he was at on that last drive, man. And so we're going to see him drop back to pass, looking for the left, looking to his tight end, which makes the connection, but Strong was right there in great coverage, and they only get about a yard from that one. So it's 2nd and 9, ball on the 31. And they're going to go with a hurry up on this one as they go with a handoff to Conley, who breaks one tackle and still running up the middle, but it's finally brought down by Jenkins, who crashed down, made a clean tackle on that play. And so it's now going to be 3rd and 5, man, ball on 35, and that clock is still running. About a minute and a half left. As Fafita's going to the right-hand side to his tight end Davis, who finds for a first down yet again. And here we go, man. The Arizona Wildcats trying to put together a drive late in this game, as we see them go hurry up yet again. It's going to be another handoff to Conley, who's going to bounce out to the left-hand side, break one tackle, and get a nice gain of about 7 right there. And you can see some urgency from the Wildcat offense now as they go hurry up yet again. So 2nd and 3, ball on the 47. Conley still in the backfield. He's going to get another handoff. He's going to find a little bit of space, and he's got some missed tackles, and he's off to the races. There's nobody back there that's going to catch him. He's going to take this all the way to the house for another gash play. Big-time running touchdown, man. And for some reason, the Sharks just cannot get Conley down on the ground. And that's touchdown number 2 for him in this game, and a really big one late in this game, man. And they have the chance to bring this to a 3-point game, and they do with the extra point going up and going in. And so it's now 23-20. So the Sharks' slim lead is now even slimmer, only up by 3 as we see Arizona lined up for the onside kick. But it's going to be recovered by Ray, who's still running around, but it finally gets brought down. And the Sharks are now having some shades of last year, man, as the score gets closer to being even. Arizona just came back with a big-time counter punch, man, and the Sharks right now, with only a minute left on this clock, they just need to make sure they secure the ball as Ray gets the handoff to the right-hand side, but he fumbles, and it is recovered by Arizona. And just as we were saying, man, all we needed to do was just secure the football, run the clock out, make Arizona use their timeouts. Ray fumbles for the second time in this game, but this time it was recovered by Arizona, and they now have a chance to complete what would be a huge upset, man. As you can see, Ray just being super loose with that football, holding it like a loaf of bread. Need to tuck that thing in, man. Fumbles the football. Arizona is going to start on the 34, so they got a long way to go, but I believe they have all their timeouts, man, and a minute left to go in this game. And with the way Fafita's been cooking, the Sharks defense needs to step up big in this last minute. So here we go, man. Fafita's going to drop back the pass. He's going to drift off to his right. He's got a whole lot of time. He's looking over the middle, and Jenkins was right there. Got a hand up on that football and almost came away with the interception. So great play right there by Jenkins. It's now 2nd and 10. Ball on the 34 as we see Fafita going shotgun yet again. He's surveying the field, looking over the middle. And another great play right there by Jenkins and Nico Dean. But they're going to call Jenkins for defensive pass interference. Absolutely insane, man. And Jenkins is trying to plead his case. He's saying, man, that was clean. I thought it was too, man. Good coverage. And, I mean, honestly, there didn't look like there was any chance for the receiver to even catch that football. Sharks were all over him. But anyway, they're going to give him a free first down. And the ball is now on the 44. 53 seconds left to go in this game. And they only need a field goal to tie. And here we go, man. Fafita's going to drop back the pass again. And then Jenkins comes up with what could have been the game-sealing interception. But he spikes it to the ground. We ain't too mad at him. It was a great play. But we've got to get 2 hands on that football and come away with that interception. He already has 1 in this game. And that would have been a big-time play if he could have made that one. But anyway, the Wildcats live to play another down as Fafita drops back. And looking over the middle again. And Jenkins right there. That time it probably was pass interference and they don't throw it. But anyway, that's going to result in a 3rd down. You can see Arizona's going 3 for 5 so far in this game on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 10. Ball on the 44. And they need this one as Fafita is in the zone. So the Sharks got to be ready as he drops back the pass. He's going to drift off to his right-hand side, looking across the field. And States is right there to get a hand on that football and make sure that it was incomplete. It was probably a mistake to throw the States' way anyway. Lucky that thing wasn't picked off. But they are now in the position where they have to go for it on 4th down. And so the Sharks just need to make one more big stop in this game, man, as we see Fafita go with a pass to Conley on the right-hand side. He's still running, still rumbling. He doesn't go down, but he does go out of bounds. And that is exactly what the Sharks needed. We get the stop. And with 38 seconds left to go in this game, 3-point lead. Rush is now in the backfield. Ray might not see the field again after that crazy fumble. As Rush gets to the outside, tries to spin back inside, make sure he didn't go out of bounds, which we love to see. High IQ right there, forcing the Wildcats to take their first timeout. So it's 2nd and 9. Wildcats still got 2 timeouts. 34 seconds left to go in this game. We just need to secure the football and run the clock out and make sure we don't make any more mental error mistakes, man. So here we go. We're going to see another handoff go to Rush. He's going to try to cut it out to the outside to the right-hand side. Gets tackled in the backfield, but that's fine because it forces the Wildcats to burn timeout number 2. And that's really all we're gunning for right now. So it's 3rd down, 29 seconds left to go, man. We've been 5 for 8 on 3rd down so far in this game. Here we go. We're going to see Ray actually come back in this game. He's got a whole lot of space on the left-hand side. He's going to cut up and almost looked like he might have lost that football again, but he held on to it and stayed in bounds, forcing Arizona to take their last time out, man. And so now we come down to a big-time call from Coach Hughes, who is going for the game. We ain't putting this ball away. 4th and 4, we're going to go for it. 23 seconds left to go. Ball on the 43, man, and we got Lovelady in shotgun. He is also in the zone. And so here we go. We got Lovelady. He's looking for Glover over the middle, but yet again, something is wrong. This never happens. I don't know what's going on with Glover, but he is not here today. He drops the easy slant route. That's his money play right there, the quick slant. Right in the breadbasket. Lovelady put it right where he needed to be, but Glover couldn't come over with the catch, man. And the Wildcats have another chance in this game to do the impossible and come away with an upset, man. 21 seconds left. Ball on the 43. Fafita dropping back in shotgun. He's got time. He's looking to the left. States is right there yet again. Throwing to that left-hand side is a dangerous thing. Big time States coming up with that swat right there. And Fafita saying, hey, you got to make a better play on the ball, but I really don't think he could. So here we go. We're getting down to the final plays of this game, man. 16 seconds left to go. Ball on the 43. As Fafita is lined up in shotgun with Conley to his right. And the crowd is trying to make some noise to make it difficult. As Fafita drops back the pass, he's surveying the field. He's got all types of time. He's going deep down the field to the right-hand side. It's a one-on-one matchup between Jenkins and Trot, and Jenkins comes away the better on that play, man. Jenkins has been really, really good in this second half, man, coming up with a number of big-time plays, and that one, probably the biggest of them all, denying the touchdown right there, forcing what could possibly be the last play of the game, man. 3rd and 10, 8 seconds left to go in the fourth. As Fafita goes play action, he steps up in the pocket. He's trying to avoid the sack. He gets the throw off, but his receiver could not complete the catch. And he's saying, you know, he's letting him know again, that's drop number 2. But what it does do is it leaves 4 seconds on the clock, man. So they have one final chance. It's 4th and 10, ball on the 43. You got to expect a Hail Mary here. All the Sharks defenders are dropped back in prevent defense. And here we go, man. Fafita's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to have a whole lot of time. Great blocking. He's going to avoid one tackle. And then Matrix finally is able to come down with the sack to end the game. And that right there is all she wrote. The Sharks are finally able to put this Wildcat team in the past in another thrilling game, man. I don't know what it is about this Arizona team, but we're finally able to get past them, man. And we keep our unbeaten record intact. Final score 23-20. The Sharks go 6-0, baby. One heck of a game, man. It wasn't the game that we thought we would have, but hey, it's the game we needed, and we got the win. That's all that really matters. Is Glover dapping up Fafita right there. Fafita disappointed. He couldn't make a few more plays at the end of that game, but hey, we are not disappointed because we walked away with the win. So you gotta love it, man. The Sharks walk away victorious. And so now, man, it is time to take a look at the player of the game, presented to you by WX Sports Gear, man. And if we go and look at the player of the game, and we got to give it to Joe Lovelady. Although it wasn't the perfect game, it wasn't the game we thought he would have or we would have, he still did enough to get us to win, man. 11 for 17, 238 through the air, 2 touchdowns through the air as well. And he did have that 1 touchdown on the ground, which is a rare sighting. You know, so Joe Lovelady was actually doing his thing in this game, man. As you can see, time and time again, dotting the defense up, as you can see right there, making probably what was the only connection to Glover, which was interesting, man. We'll have to look more into that. But other than that, man, he was able to find receivers all over the field. And today, for whatever reason, Jackson was definitely his top target, man, coming away with 2 of those touchdowns through the air. Big time plays, but it was definitely Joe Lovelady's arm dropping these passes in the bucket, man. Precision passing, on time, on target, all game, man. And you can see kind of capping that performance off with the scrambling touchdown. He thought he was rolling. He was moving in slow motion, but hey, man, we love to see it, man. The Joe Lovelady show continues to roll. And that right there is going to be your WX Sports Gear player of the game. So now we go ahead and transition to the game stats, man. We can see the final score ended up being 23-20. If we take a look at first downs, man, the Sharks led the way there, 12-9. Total offense, it was actually closer than what we thought it might be. You can see some of the other sacks, man. The turnover margin might be what won us this game, man. Arizona had 2. We had 1 that almost cost us the game at the end there, that fumble. But anyway, man, the Sharks walk away with the dub, and we check off yet another box on our 2024 season goals list. Looking really good, man. We got a couple of those that we're not so sure about. I don't know about that Heisman. But anyway, if we take a look at our schedule, you see that record down there, 6-0. Perfect so far through the season, man, at the halfway mark. But next week, we're going to have another tough matchup on the road against the Arizona State Sun Devils, man. We're going to be going down to Mountains America Stadium, and that should be a good game right there. So make sure you tune in and catch that game next week, man. So listen, if you enjoyed the video today, man, do me a favor and go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel today, man. We would love to have you as a part of Shark Nation. And remember, a little bit every day goes a long way. So once you take that first step, don't look back. I'm IceG3, 3000 to be exact. I hope I see you in the next one. If I don't, well, then go ahead and run this one back.